Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is October 18th, and it's time for the market overview. I'm sorry that the video is so late tonight. I am getting absolutely murdered at work, so for the rest of the week, I will probably be, a good likelihood that I'll be late posting the video. So, anyways, I didn't get to watch the market today at all. So, what do we have? Well, the Dow has essentially a big fat spinning top, and while it did get to a nice lower low, for this little turn, that was quickly reversed, and definitely not what I was looking for. But that's the way it goes. Notice that we did close above the upper price consensus level, of course, by a good, decent amount. It did reach the this little previous top that we put into place and backed away from it. I understand that there was a rumored deal on Euroland, which caused the markets to do all of this, only for after hours for the rumor to be dispelled and was completely untrue. Nonetheless, we have this nice big green handle. How about that? CCI side tick, slow stochastic side tick, slight uptick on the fast stochastic, uptick on forcing the RSI moving average, uptick on RSI, and a very, boy, that's really hard to make out. Let me fix it. A very slight downtick on the MACD histogram. Oops, up a little bit more, and uptick on the MACD itself. So, are the bears finished? I know a lot of people are saying that they are. Certainly, it is not looking good. Look at the bearish bar just collapsing. Short-term moving averages pointing up, and I have just about had it with this and ready to throw in the towel. For the moment until it makes a definitive turn. But if we have the fast stochastic go up to the top and hang out with the slow, then I'm just going to wait for the 14-day RSI moving average to reach its apex, and when it starts to turn, then I'll go short again. But I am not going long at this moment. There's just too much. I mean, we have this previous peak here. We have the previous high from a couple of days. We have the 200-day moving average just above. Yeah, there's a couple hundred points, but I'm not going to risk too much just trying to catch that. So, boy, just amazing what NDEs can do to you. 180 minute CCI high, not overbought. 14-day RSI moving average. Looks like it's ready to move down. It might take a few days, but still. Stochastics heading up, so could meet up with the 14-day RSI moving average. Downtick on the RSI, uptick at the end of the day on the histogram, and almost looks like it's going for a bullish cross on the MACD. Simply amazing. 60 minutes, CCI very high. Fast stochastic backing off, slow still on the way up, 14-day RSI on the way down, down on the RSI, up on the MACD and the histogram. Ugh. This is pretty crazy. 30 minutes, CCI very high, stochastic starting to go down, 14-day RSI moving average headed up, side tick on the RSI, up on the histogram and the MACD. So, like I was saying, it doesn't look great for the bears at this moment, and certainly we could have a breakout very easily. Heck, we could gap above this tomorrow. Apple did report an earnings miss. Is that going to be enough to spook the market? Is the no deal on the euro going to spook the market? Who knows? But it is what it is. SPX actually exceeding this little high we had from the last 2 days, and did pierce above the previous high. Huge warning sign. Yeah, it didn't close above it, but look at the bearish bar collapsing. Short-term moving average is pointing up. All the secondaries are the same as the Dow, with the exception of the histogram, which has an uptick rather than a downtick. Not looking good at all for the bears. Not at all. So, bulls, good job. Good job. And the VIX. Wow. It was, it got up to 35 again today, ended with a spinning top. And short-term moving average is pointing down. Stochastics, yeah, they could be on their way up. 14-day RSI moving average pointing down. Uptick on the histogram, downtick on the MACD, downtick on the RSI, side tick on the CCI. Not attractive. Not attractive. If we had gotten another green bar, that would have been fantastic, but we didn't. And it is what it is, unfortunately. TNA. Almost a hammer. Body's too fat. It still is not going into the bar decently, but we did close above the major price consensus level today. Yes, the stochastics, especially the slow, are very high. CCI is high. 14-day RSI moving average gained its hook. Uptick on the RSI. Slight uptick on the histogram. Uptick on the MACD. UUP. This one's very interesting because, yeah, we have a spinning top. Yes, it did pierce the 200-day moving average. Again, not a good sign. Yes, it did pierce the major price consensus level, which is a good sign. And, yeah, we still have an intact bullish bar. It is taking damage. What an indecision mess this is right now. CCI ticking up, RSI 14-day moving average ticking down. Stochastics trying to go up. Trying. Downtick on the RSI. Uptick on the histogram. Downtick on the MACD. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. FXC. Spinning top. It does not look great for the penetration of the bar by the short-term moving averages. It is above the major price consensus level, but we have the 14-day RSI moving average still marching on up. Stochastics look like they're getting ready to go down, along with the CCI. Uptick on the RSI, downtick on the histogram, uptick on the MACD. What a huge mixed bag this is. I do think a move down at this point, while it would look fine from the guppy perspective, certainly it has a lot of good things going for it, which is bullish for the market, most notably being the 14-day RSI moving average. So, we need more information. We just don't have enough. This is, it could whip either way. Certainly it is favoring the bulls at this moment by a decent margin. I mean, complete honesty, absolutely by a good margin. GLD, second VIX, ends with a hammer. It is going into the double flat line that we've been talking about. Middle Bollinger Band is below it, but could easily get the cross over the next couple of days, certainly by the end of the week, in which case gold is not going to be looking that great. Stochastics starting to point down. Certainly we have the 14-day RSI moving average oversold, but definitely able to move lower if the stochastics go down to meet it. Uptick on the RSI, slight downtick on the histogram, almost a side tick on the MACD, downtick on CCI. Not attractive. It does look like with a double flat line, it is more likely in the short term to break down, maybe test the 200-day moving average and then bounce if it's all the way to the bottom with the 14-day RSI. We just don't know at this point. SLV, ooh, nice green bar. Down tick on CCI, side tick on the slow stochastic, uptick on the fast stochastic, uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average, uptick on the RSI, uptick on the histogram, uptick on the MACD. We already said in the last video how we have the bearish bar, but in the case of silver versus gold, this is actually a good thing, as we have room to go up for a bar retest. Now, whether it could break the bar or anything like that doesn't seem too likely at this point, but at least it has some room to move, unlike gold, which does not look nearly as good potential-wise. And there it is, another interesting day in the market. I wish I could have watched it, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So, as always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.